Hello friends, I hope you are doing good and I hope that all of you are safe and sound wherever you are. So my dear friends, I recently got a call from someone claiming to be from the investigation department of Service Canada, stating that my SIN number had some fraudulent activities mentioned against it, and I was liable to be arrested. And if I had to avoid all these things, I had to talk to one of their officers, their so-called officers, clear the situation, pay whatever dues or whatever outstanding amount I had because of these fraudulent activities, and get clear. Okay, so my friends, this sounds typically like a scam, and trust me guys, it is a scam. This call was definitely not from Service Canada and it was from some scammer. So I'm sure that most of my friends who are in Canada would have received this call. If you have not received this call and if you are not aware of this, please listen to this recording. Hello.
Hi, calling you from the Legal Department of Service Canada. Purpose of this call is regarding enforcement action, which has been executed by Department of Justice against your social insurance number. Ignoring this would be an intentional attempt to avoid initial appearances before the magistrate judge or exempt jury for a federal criminal offense. So before this matter goes to federal courthouse or you get arrested, kindly press 1 and speak to an officer now. I repeat, press 1 to speak to an officer right now to avoid further actions.
So my friends, I hope you have heard this particular conversation just now. And guys, let me tell you, if you receive such calls, don't panic, don't be overwhelmed, don't be stressed, and most importantly, do not give any personal information. I repeat, you are not supposed to give any personal information on the phone. They will mainly be asking you for your first name, last name, either your entire SIN number or last 3 digits of your SIN number, and your postal code. And obviously they have your phone number because you received the call. So guys, all this information is more than enough to identify a person. So you are not supposed to give any of this information to them. Getting my point? The second point that I want to tell is, it is obviously a scam call because Service Canada, CRA or any other Canadian organization whom you owe money. So basically when you file your taxes, you owe money to the CRA, right? So if you are owing money to the CRA will never ever give you a call asking for money. They will always give you a written email, a written mail, which will come to your mailbox, and it is expected that you will be taking action based on that mail. Getting my point? So in case if you get such a call and if you feel that it's genuine CRA, I would request you all to disconnect and then give call to CRA on their customer service. You can get the number from Google and then you can ask them what was this call about and whether they made such a call on your account number. Okay, see, when you dial CRA, it's genuine because you know you are dialing it, but when you receive a call, it's an unknown call, so you are not supposed to give any information to them. Getting my point? So my friends, after receiving this particular call, what I did was I wanted to expose them. I wanted to see how they are trying to fool people. That's why I pressed 1 and I gave all fake information. So guys, whatever conversation you will be listening between me and the so-called officer is all fake information given from my side. So let's listen to the conversation first.
Service Canada, how can I help you?
I got a call from this number regarding there is some issue with my SIN number.
Okay, can I have your first and last name so I can pull up your file and see if I received this call?
Yeah, so my first name is Nikhil and my last name is
Okay.
Patel.
Okay, can you spell for me?
Sorry?
Can you spell for me? Spell
Yeah,
your name?
it's Nikhil
Okay.
and
Okay.
Patel.
Alright. Alright, Mr. Patel, can I have last 3 digits of your social insurance number so
Yep.
that I can verify I'm talking to the right person?
Yep, it's 512.
Okay. So can I have your postal code?
Yeah, it's L5A
L5
A
and then
6.
K as in kite. Sorry,
Yeah,
I can't get it.
L5K
L5K.
L5K
Okay.
6M1.
Okay. It's L5K6M1, right?
That's right.
You are giving me wrong postal code, Mr. Patel.
No, that's right.
No, it's not a postal code.
Okay, but what is this call all about?
I can give you the information. At first, you need to verify me. Otherwise, I'm not able to give you the information.
Okay,
You tell me L as in lion, right?
yeah. Number 5,
Number 5, K
K
as
as
in
in
kingdom.
kingdom. That's correct.
Number 6, M as in Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1,
Number
this is
1.
not a postal code. You are giving me wrong postal code.
No,
You need to
that's
tell
the
me right
correct.
postal code.
This is what I have on my
No,
file.
you need to check it because it's not a postal code. Even it's not a postal code.
Okay, where is this call from, by the way?
It's from Investigation Department of Service Canada. I can give you the information, but at first you need to tell me, you need to verify me. Otherwise, I'm not able to give you the information.
But on the call,
Because
it was.
I will give you,
Mm-hmm. But on the
I will
call,
give you the, I'm not able to give you the information without verifying you. Because it's a confidential detail regarding your case.
okay. But then I
Yeah, you need
gave
to
you the
verify.
other two information, right? This is the postal code that I have. I'm new to this country. I don't know a lot of things about this country. So, I mean,
So
this is.
if you have Google on your mobile phone, you can check it because it's not a postal code. Even it's not a postal code, not yours. Even it's not a postal code. You will tell me a random number like.
No, this is the actual
You need
postal
to
code.
check it.
This is the
So
postal
just
code.
check it and let me know.
No, I'm telling you, this is
No,
the postal
Mr.
code. I have my rental agreement in front
I'm
of me.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not able to give you the information because you are telling me wrong postal code.
Okay. And where is this call from, by the way? I mean, which location is this call from? India? So guys, if you have heard this conversation now, let me tell you few ambiguities between a genuine CRA or Service Canada call and between this call. Number 1, the officer of a genuine CRA or genuine Service Canada will always identify themselves by their name and then their identity number or badge number. They will always reveal it at the start of their call. Getting my point? This person did not divulge her name, nor her ID, nor her number, nothing as such. Secondly, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but if you listen to this conversation, you can hear a hissing sound in the background, like some static noise is there in the background. I'm not sure if you guys are able to listen to it, but when I was listening to whatever she was talking, I could hear a static noise. Basically, it was giving me an indication that this is some kind of a voice over internet call and not a normal genuine phone call. So whenever we have a normal telephone call, it's clear between two parties because it's a dedicated connection between you and the receiver, right? But in voice over IP, there is many a times that there is a hissing sound that goes behind it. And I was having a feel that this particular scammer is sitting in some room with all call center agents in a crammed room, and I can overhear their conversation. I mean, whatever others were talking, I could hear that as well. So this was clearly giving me a feel that this is some kind of a call center setup and not a genuine CRA or genuine Service Canada setup. So this lady was able to catch me when I gave her a wrong postal code. I just made that postal code up during that call. So I was 100% sure that it's not genuine, but I tried to make them up in order to see whether they are able to detect it or not. And guys, they were able to catch it that I was giving her a wrong postal code. So guys, I think they have some kind of system in which they immediately check the postal code and they can come to know whether a person is giving them right postal code or no. And hence she was able to catch. And finally guys, looking at the accent of that particular lady, I was having a clear feeling that she was not in Canada. She was based somewhere out of Canada, and that's why, just out of curiosity, when I asked her, where is this call from? Is it from India? She just disconnected the call and claiming that my suspicion was true and this was not a genuine call as such. Guys, finally I received the call at around 7 p.m. Toronto time, and this is the time when almost all government offices are closed. So if this person is claiming to be from the investigation department of Service Canada, then I immediately knew that this was a 100% fake call, because their call center hours do not extend this time duration. So I was 100% sure that this is a scam call. So guys, with this I end this particular video. I hope that you all found this video very useful and informative. So guys, just before you go, one last time I would like to repeat that whenever you get such calls, you are not supposed to give any personal information to them. You are not supposed to be panicked. You are not supposed to be stressed out. This is a scam call, and nobody will be taking any kind of action against you if you disconnect the call. You won't get arrested, you won't get prosecuted. There would not be any kind of legal trial or anything against you if you haven't done anything wrong. If you genuinely owe CRA or Service Canada some money for their services or tax or whatever, then you will be given a proper formal written notice that will come to your mailbox. Nobody would be giving you a call or anything as such. So please be aware of such scammers and don't fall into their trap. So with this, I say goodbye, take care, and finally I would say please do like, comment and subscribe our videos, and please do let us know what more topics you want us to make videos on, and we'll surely try to incorporate those. And finally I would say goodbye, take care and stay safe. Bye.